Welcome back, Wrestling WWE fans. Tonight we do not bring a story of triumph or rivalry. Instead, we bring heartbreaking news that has shaken the entire wrestling world to its core. WWE has officially announced the passing of Roman Reigns following the brutal fight at Clash in Paris. It is a sentence that feels impossible to speak. Roman Reigns was not just a superstar. He was an empire, a legacy, a living symbol of dominance and resilience. His loss is more than personal, it is generational. From the very beginning, Roman's career was built on power and pressure. He carried the burden of family expectations, the eyes of fans across the globe, and the responsibility of being the face of WWE. No other superstar embodied the weight of destiny quite like him. Please like, share and subscribe for more WWE content. And yet, behind the aura of invincibility, there were always cracks. Silent resentments grew in locker rooms, quiet tension simmered beneath the surface. Roman's dominance came at a cost, and that cost was trust. His run as the tribal chief defined an era. The chants of, "Acknowledge me," became part of the wrestling lexicon. But acknowledgement came not just from loyalty, but from fear. For years, he stood unchallenged, a king on his throne, daring anyone to dethrone him. Clash in Paris was supposed to be another proving ground, another night where Roman's dominance would silence doubters. Instead, it became the darkest chapter in WWE's modern history. The match began like many before it, Roman imposing his will, his opponent throwing everything they had, and the crowd caught between awe and animosity. But the undercurrent was different this time. There was venom in the air, a storm waiting to break. For nearly half the bout, Roman stood tall. The crowd in Paris booed, cheered, and gasped, but nothing seemed out of the ordinary. And then, in one horrifying instant, everything changed. The shocking climax came when Roman endured a violent assault that went far beyond the spectacle of wrestling. The fight turned brutal, unrelenting, and merciless. The impact left him motionless, his body collapsing in the center of the ring. Silence filled the arena, the chants stopped. The spectacle ended, and all that remained was fear. Officials rushed in, medics stormed the ring, and fans who came to cheer left in tears. Backstage chaos erupted as the reality of the situation set in. Roman was rushed to the hospital, his condition critical. Whispers spread like wildfire. Some said it was exhaustion, others whispered it was deeper, that years of wear had finally caught up with him. And then, the unthinkable announcement came. WWE confirmed that Roman Reigns had passed. The world of wrestling stood still. Social media flooded with disbelief, tributes, and heartbreak. The shield of dominance was shattered forever. The locker room was devastated. Some superstars broke down in tears, others stared in silence, struggling to process the loss of the man who had stood above them for so long. Seth Rollins, his former brother in the Shield, was reportedly inconsolable. Dean Ambrose, watching from afar, sent words of grief that spoke to the complicated love and pain of their bond. The Shield, once unbreakable, now carried a wound that could never heal. For the bloodline, Roman's family, this was more than a professional loss. It was personal. The empire that he built, the dynasty he swore to protect, now stands without its cornerstone. The Usos, Solo Sikoa, and the entire Anoa'i family face a legacy altered forever. Backstage whispers paint an even darker picture. Some insiders say Roman knew the risks, that he pushed himself beyond his limits, that the pressure to maintain his empire was too heavy for one man to bear. Others claim that resentment had been boiling in the company for too long, that his dominance created enemies, and that Paris was the night those silent resentments became deadly. The emotional aftermath extends far beyond WWE. Fans around the world mourn as if they lost a family member. Roman was more than a performer. He was an icon, a father figure in the ring, and a symbol of resilience in his personal battles with illness. Clash in Paris will never be remembered for the matches, for the entrances, or for the spectacle. It will forever be remembered as the night Roman Reigns gave everything, and the world realized even the mightiest can fall. This loss forces WWE to confront a future without its tribal chief. How does the company move forward? Who carries the weight now? And can anyone truly fill the void Roman leaves behind? But perhaps the most haunting reflection is not about titles, legacies, or even future storylines. It is about the fragility of trust, the pain of betrayal, and the reality that even blood cannot shield us from fate. Roman Reigns' passing is a scar on the wrestling world. It is a reminder that power comes with sacrifice, that dominance comes with enemies, and that blood, once spilled, forever stains the canvas of history. And as fans, as family, as a community, we are left with broken trust, a shattered legacy, and the painful truth that even legends are not immortal. Roman Reigns is gone, but his story will echo in wrestling forever, written in betrayal, sealed in blood.